And downhill, Oklahoma City's the most aggressive team in the league on the basketball. So if you don't drive with force, you're saying when you move the ball a few times, you're going to get open looks, knock it down, and you can loosen up Oklahoma City's defense.
And their first shot, he'll race into the other side of the floor, and then had it stripped away by Van Vliet, and he goes behind his back and saves it to Jalen Green, and here come the Rockets again. He'll pull up. Oh! Touched every
end zone, and we'll just keep an eye on that.
And that gets poked away by Adams. Here comes Amen Thompson. Has Dort backtracking and dunks it down. To Van Vliet, fakes it. Comes into the lane. Now back to Amen Thompson. The dish into Şengün. Steps under Holmgren.
Here's the zone we talked about, Craig.
And we'll see how they defend the Thunder. They get the turnover. Bad pass. Here comes Thompson again. SGA turned back by Adams to Hartenstein to Dort. Run off the three-point line. Now in the corner to Holmgren, who's already made one. And now he's got a couple on the floor tonight. Two on Şengün to Green. Gets by Dort, comes into the lane, goes up against that size and scores. You saw Mark Daigneault for the Thunder. There's Ime Udoka for the Rockets. Daigneault won the Coach of the Year last year. Easily could win it again this year, as is the case for Ime Udoka. Swinging around to Gilgeous-Alexander. Working on Thompson, loses him. That's not easy to do, and he did knock down the Jimmy. Jabari now playing the 5, and another bucket.
Here's the thing with Shea. At some point, he's their only offense, and it's been like that all season. But he plays on ball and off ball just as good.
Green by Wallace to Eason down the lane. Gets turned back by Tari Eason. Now to Cason Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that little, again, Oklahoma City, the best defense in basketball. Here's Smith over Holmgren. There's also no good. Rockets will push tempo again. There's the lob, and there's the incredible reverse jam by Jalen. 13 against the Thunder this season. Great start for him. 7 straight for the Rockets. They're up 10. There's the lob. There's the dunk.
Jalen Green playing at a high clip, if not both, if they're going to compete. And that's why those offensive lows have been there. So Houston right now.
This game off for the Rockets. Adams will play the 5. There's the lob intended for Thompson. Comes back out to a wide open Tari Eason, who rims down. Doesn't take the shot. Now to Caruso, to Hartenstein. Back to him. Sets the pick and allows him to take that elbow J, which he makes.
See, that's the shot that's being given up because Steven Adams really doing a good job zoning up the paint.
Thompson finds Van Vliet.
That's a great sign because you know if you have to close out to Fred, he's going to find the open man every single time. And Jalen Williams heating up with that.
Again, as this season's gone along, Oklahoma City's shooting has gotten back to what it needs to be and should be as a man. Catches it at the elbow. Backs him down, whirls, and scores.
That's the right play. So
Wallace is in trouble. Now to Hartenstein. He comes through the lane, and Adams just rejects it. It's Wallace, falls down. Şengün into the lane. Adams, another putback. Had a terrific start to this game. Works around the top of the circle. Now dancing on Dort. Kicks it to Thompson. Another 3 for him. You bet. That's 2 triples.
Try to find out. Maybe Vanessa can get a call, but fun stuff so far.
Oh my gosh, it's 14 straight. This is as good as we've seen this group play this year.
Yeah, if you had to draw it up.
Against this team that they're playing here tonight, to be up by 20 in the manner that they've gotten that lead, impressive. Now, long way to go. It's a 40 lead for Houston.
Good help there from Amen Thompson.
Wiggins, good three-point shooter. Makes it. It's a tough schedule, and the Rockets can't. They got to keep winning. Drop step, spin, layup, Alperen Şengün.
He's too small. Yeah, he's got some game, Craig.
The other night, Tank Dell was here. Here's Chet, and he makes another. He's got 9.
The staggered bigs, and Ime's going to match up. Holmgren's going to have to guard Şengün.
Green to Thompson.
He's gotten so much better.
Williams couldn't finish. Here come the Rockets again. A little rip and run. Back to Smith. He'll pull up. He'll make.
Amen Thompson right in stride there for the dunk.
4 assists for the Rockets. Jalen Green in this half. Thompson has 5, but the Rockets can't get the rebound. Inside a minute to play in the first half.
He's so strong, man. I mean, he gets down.
Oh, free food. We need 3 threes. Şengün over Hartenstein, and there's Adams. Double his second.
But again, you cannot get complacent here.
And that's tapped in by Hartenstein. So forth, but that ultimately all that stuff resets when the regular season is over. There's a steal by Gilgeous Alexander, one of the best in the league, and he goes to
That's what you can't have is turnovers that lead to buckets.
Şengün hook shot good on the way. He's also 7th in the league in rebounding is Isaiah Hartenstein out of Chet Holmgren. And he hits another 3-4. Jalen on Jalen. And it's blocked by Jalen, picked up by Jalen. There goes Jalen, misses. Hartenstein.
Right in.
That's 24 for Şengün. Holmgren, the ball fake, the reset, the shot, and another triple. He's got 5 of them.
Clean up glass.
Şengün spinning, loses the handle, scooped up by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes into the front court. Oh, how about that wrap around to Wallace, but he can't get off a shot into Williams. It does, and he's not easy to score again.
When you run line, that's a late look that you're supposed to look at. Excellent execution.
Williams got by Tate.
Jalen Williams is a dog, man.
He's got 20. He's their leading scorer. There's Eason to Smith. Good ball movement to Tate up top for 3. The Rockets have 4. Eason slow to recover. Behind the back of Williams again, and he lays it up and in.
Nasty there from J.
That was nasty. 21 a game against the Rockets last year, so consistent against Houston. Watch out for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes Van Vliet to a wide open Jae'Sean Tate. Another 3.
I appreciate how you never turn off. You're always in go mode, man.
14-footer, good for Smith and the Rockets. Smith working baseline and tried to find a cutting Tate, but the pass was not quite on the mark. SGA in the open floor right to the rim.
Wedge action here for Şengün.
Here's Van Vliet, and he ends what was a 6-0 run by his spots here in this game, but he's been a very effective doing so. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a leading 3. That's his first mate, 173. The Bulls in 96, 172. And then the Bulls in 97 and the Lakers in 1972 also 169. 10-point game.
Let's get, man. Oklahoma City can beat you in so many ways.
Tough shot. Jalen Green over Holmgren gets it to go.
We've seen him.
Holmgren. That is number 6, and that is a new career high for him. Made a mistake because I've done it a couple of times.
Well, you really have. You got more powers than I have. Oh my God, man got leveled.
Yes, he did on that
Secondary point guard there.
Got to give Wiggins a lot of credit. They'll staying in front of Van Vliet. Here's the elbow J, and Jalen really.
I mean, he's taking guards off the dribble effortlessly and just schooling them.
So finds Thompson, cutting back door for the dunk.
So correct.
23, Oklahoma City battling back in his second half. SGA in the lane, and the midi is good.
But again, he gets his confidence with Steven Adams out there. That's got to be a push-off, man.
Back to Hartenstein, who got fouled. That will count and 1.
Watch out, P in the short roll.
Van Vliet to Green for 3.
That is dangerous basketball by Houston.
And the looper, good for Hartenstein. Comes off that Hartenstein screen. There's the help by Şengün. Williams working baseline, snuck underneath on the other side and laid it up and hit.
Oklahoma City not going away at all.
Van Vliet off the pick for 3. That's a big shot by Fred Van Vliet. His 3rd triple. He's got 13.
It's that late contest against Shai because he's so good offensively.
Post away by Williams. Just ripped it away from Jalen Green and dunked it down. Gets the corner, drives and kicks. Thompson working baseline, inside to Green. Got to get the shot off. He does. And he made it.
Way to stay with.
They've only lost 3 games this year by double figures. Now, they've only lost 12, period. But when they lose,
oh my goodness.
Spinning on Holmgren, dunking on Holmgren. Oh, he just lost him. Carlson, the undrafted rookie out of Utah, the 7-footer. Oh my gosh. Off the glass. I don't have any idea if he's 33 for Jalen Green.
Craig, when we talk about Jalen hitting his first couple shots, nice 3 there from the young fella. The Rockets can compete with anybody in the league.
This is just the 4th time that Oklahoma City's been